Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Hey, let's do Dumbass of the Day.
A man from Spencer is facing some charges after police say they found a rocket launcher inside his car. Sutton police say an officer was watching a suspicious vehicle and approached the man sitting in the driver's seat. Well, police say Harvey Johnson had drug material around him and the rocket launcher also inside the car. We're told the rocket launcher had a U.S. military label, but Sutton police turned it over to ATF agents.
Where do you get one of those?
You have to let us know what kind of car he's driving, because I just can't imagine many cars being able to hold a
It's got to be a big
launcher.
car, right? Like a big old sedan or something like that. You got to have a big trunk to put a rocket launcher in there.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be a van of some sorts, or a truck, or some kind of something, moving truck. I don't know, something you could pass through.
He was at the Red Roof Inn.
insane.
You and I stayed at a Red Roof Inn once. Kind of sketchy.
Yeah,
I didn't even
Depends
think
on
they
where
were
you're
around
at.
still. Yeah. Red Roof Inn, just sketch all over
I
it.
think it's gotten better. Since we stayed at it.
It's one of my favorite. You watch Cops or 911 or whatever the hell those shows are called, On Patrol Live, and they're always cruising certain motel parking lots because there's nothing good that happens at night at a motel parking lot. That's where this guy was found, all cracked up with a rocket launcher. Is that stolen? Like, how do you get a rocket launcher?
Well, they said it was property of the U.S. government or U.S.
Well, it had a
military,
U.S.
something like
military label on it, but yeah, I mean, maybe he stole it from there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he went to the swapping shop. Hey, you got a rocket launcher? Swapping shop.
that. Oh, yeah, I just happened to bring one of those home with me when I came back from my tour of duty.
An M190.
Let me get your name and number on that one.
Anybody ever shoot an M190 that's listening that was in the military?
That's what I want to do. Like guns are guns, whatever. They're fun to
Guns are
shoot
still
and all
fun.
that stuff.
They're fun.
So, yeah, they're fun to shoot. But man, you put a rocket on your shoulder and you pull a trigger and it shoots a rocket, dude. That would be fun.
There's this stuff. Have you heard of Tannerite? It's something you can legally buy, and you can shoot it, and it explodes. Which I have no idea how this is.
Right.
I was visiting friends in Washington, and we were in the middle of nowhere, and we were all shooting. And somebody says, I got 5 pounds of Tannerite. Like, oh, wow, that sounds pretty good. So they put it way away, and they shoot it with a long-range rifle, and boom. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then somebody goes, I got 50 more pounds at my house. Dude, wow. That's a game changer right there. It destroyed
Jeremy,
an old dead tree, and you felt the shockwave. I mean, you felt it on the 5. It was insane.
That's the tree removal service I'm going with right there. It's Tannerite tree removal.
It'll take out your windows. I mean, unless they really pay attention on how much they use. So congratulations.
Yeah, only for use on ranches.
To this guy. Harvey Johnson. All cracked up with a rocket launcher. Hey, if you're going to do crack, don't have a rocket launcher with you. And if you're going to have a rocket launcher with you, don't do crack.
There's an auxiliary dumbass here, and it's you, because I'm sure the FBI will be giving you a call later on today because your buddy.
Oh, this was years ago.
I'm sure it was.
Congratulations, Harvey Johnson. You're Jeff and Jeremy's
Dumbass of the Day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
A few weeks ago, we were talking about annoying things that at the grocery store, things that annoy the hell out of you at the grocery store, and one flew underneath the radar, and I can't believe it did, because it's annoying to me, but I have softened to it because the store doesn't.
For me, it's still the lazy shopping cart thing. People that won't return their cart, they just leave it in the parking space or resting up against a tree.
I'm glad we had that conversation a couple weeks ago, and maybe this will spark what we're going to get to here in a minute. Will spark further responsibility. I was at the grocery store the other day, and I parked by a space that had a cart in it, and it was a ways out. I took the cart back. I took the cart back. Or
and you might have overlooked it before, but it was on your mind because we talked about it.
Right.
See?
Yes, absolutely.
Hopefully everyone else out there did something for their fellow man in their community.
I don't know how I would handle the one that we forgot to bring up, which needs to be brought up because it happens often. And it does irk me, but I don't know what to do about it. So maybe you have some advice. We'll get to that coming up.
Congratulations. You made it out of bed. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ rocks.
So I was going through and reading some old texts yesterday, and this is one that we missed on that conversation about things that are annoying that other people do at the grocery store. And this one bears mentioning. This we should have spent some time on this one, and we missed it altogether. And that is when somebody goes in the store, picks something up off the shelf, opens it up, starts eating it or starts drinking it, and then hands the empty wrapper to the half-eaten or half-drinking product to the checker and has them ring it up because they were enjoying it while they were shopping.
Yeah, that's not something you're supposed to do. And do people have no class anymore? Seriously, that is so classless. It's sleazy. It's like, come on. No. You're here to buy food, not eat it, all right? Now, if they have a deli area, they have tables, you can go down and sit down and eat there. But yeah, you're not, I mean, I've never understood this. People that go and they grab stuff and they're eating it as they're walking through the store.
I used to not like this. I used to think that it was stupid. And I had the same line of thought that you had on this. Then I see the grocery stores are more and more okay with it. Like they don't raise a fuss or anything. There's no look of disgust, no nothing. They just go ahead and ring it up and move on their day. So then who am I to criticize if both parties are agreeing to this transaction the way it's happening? And it does not involve me, why should I have any say about it, even though it bothers me?
Yeah.
That's where I sit with it right now.
Is this okay? I mean, if there's anybody that works at a grocery store, would love to know what you think. I mean, 805-543-3693. To me, it's like stealing. I guess if you hand them the wrapper at the end and you pay for it, but you've already consumed it. And how many people just eat stuff and they don't say anything? I saw somebody once open a bag of Doritos. It was a big bag. They weren't going to finish it. But, they were hungry, I guess.
But it does add to the distracted shopping,
about grapes?
I guess.
They got to weigh those. And if you've ate 20 of them, then your grapes are going to weigh less. And so now you're cheating the store out because you ate.
Oh,
I see people eating grapes all the time because it's easy.
The pound.
Yeah.
Stuff by the pound is a big problem when it comes to that.
Or you go to those barrels and they've got the sesame sticks or the trail mix and, you're getting in there and they're sitting there eating it through the store. Well, they got to weigh that.
So that is stealing. If you're buying something by the pound and you're eating it while you're walking around the store.
You want to know why everything's so expensive at the grocery store? It's all these people stealing. Self-checkout.
Maybe that's why Trader Joe's.
They're stealing stuff. They're like, they're not checking.
I noticed that Trader Joe's does it by the item. They don't do the pound thing. They do it by the item. Like if you buy apples at Trader Joe's, it is like 69 cents an apple at Trader Joe's.
What do you hand up the apple core? Here you go.
Yeah,
do you remember that story we heard about the guy that was pissed off because they weigh bananas and he thought, why am I paying for the peel? So he peeled all the bananas and put them in a plastic bag and hand it. That's so gross. And then she weighed them.
Fine, if that's how you want your bananas.
What did you save? Seriously, these bananas are disgusting now. What did you save? They're going to turn black and brown and all these other weird colors.
Have you ever known anybody that gets mad at
cents? You save cents
at restaurants for putting too much ice in their soda, and they feel like they're getting robbed on the
you get a refill.
Soda.
You should get a refill.
But if you don't, though, what if you're going through a drive-through?
No, I do. I have a friend who loves iced tea, and he's like, a light ice. And then he'll ask him when they hand him the cup. He looks at it, and he opens the lid. There's a lot of ice in here. I asked for light ice.
Are you embarrassed to go places with him when he does that?
This is the only thing he does that's embarrassing. And I'm like, He was like, or I'll order, I'll be the one driving. He'll be passenger. I'll be like, yeah, can we get the ice tea? Light ice! Yelling over it. He looks at me, I told you, light ice.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ rocks.
Have a good morning.
So I didn't know this was a thing. I think this is the first time they've ever done it. Taco Bell. And Taco Bell is, dude, they've become such a good brand. I mean, just like a successful brand. I don't know if it's
They really
good.
have.
I don't know if
Until you
like
find
it.
a bad one where the employees suck,
Dude.
and the food sucks, and now I won't even go to Taco Bell.
Which is probably
anymore.
most of them. But
Not talking
Taco
about my
Bell,
house.
like I remember 30 years ago, Taco Bell, probably more than 30 years ago now, 35, 40 years ago, Taco Bell was on life support. Like they were getting ready to shut down, shutter all their places, and then they came out with the Fiesta menu where they were like, "Hey, we don't pay that much for this food. Why are we charging the customers so much for it?" And boy, they just bounced back hard. It's one of the strongest fast food brands in America. They have
Go get a burrito supreme. It's $5.59. I mean, come on, $5.59 for a burrito.
If you shop smart.
Well, you can eat other crap, but I like the
Taco
burrito
Bell.
supreme.
There's other crap coming to the menu, and they had a big unveil of it a couple weeks ago. I guess
really?
it wasn't that big because we didn't know about it.
Yeah.
This is one that I don't know if they'll have success with. After I just waxed on about their accomplishments, we'll get to what that is coming up.
93.3 KZOZ rocks. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
This is a game changer for me, for getting my family back into Taco Bell's good graces. Taco Bell's probably one of my favorite fast food restaurants because there's so many different options. And my son used to like it. And then one time on a road trip, we decided to go get some Taco Bell, him and I. And we went to one of these Taco Bells that's like a part of a gas station at a truck stop.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Valley.
Yeah, not the same.
And we both ordered the same thing. We both ordered, I don't know, some kind of burrito or something. But it was the same thing. I remember we both ordered the same thing. And we were heading down to Los Angeles. And by the time we were rolling into Burbank, he's vomiting in the car. Now, I think he was some other kind of sick, not food sick, because I had the same exact thing, and I did not feel the least bit sick.
Right.
So I think it may have been car sick. It may have been.
But he associates it now with that. I get you.
Kid sick. But yeah, now he swears off Taco Bell. He is sure that the Taco Bell is what made him sick, and I can't get him to go back into it. Well, at the Live Moss Live. Oh, I'm sorry. Live Moss Live. That's what it is. See that word live? It's so tricky. Live Moss Live event on February the 9th. They unveiled a bunch of items that they're going to be putting on their menus by next week. They said in March.
Holy cow. I'm looking this up as you're telling me about it, and I just saw the cheesy chicken crispinata. It's like a chicken meat cheesy pie.
Yeah, so they're going to go go big into chicken because they're doing chicken nuggets too. And the chicken nuggets that they do. Now, if it's got some kind of taco spice in it or something like that, I'd be down to try that for sure. You know what the dipping sauce is for the chicken nuggets, Jeremy?
Cheese
Your
sauce?
favorite.
Cheese sauce?
Yes, it's your favorite. Yes, the nacho cheese sauce.
Yes, I do like that a lot. And you know what I really love is they've done an amazing job with their fries. I think those fries with if you have cheese sauce with it, it's the best. It is the best. Boy, I'm looking at these pictures because I'm looking at these cheesy street chalupas, and these things look amazing. But that's never what it looks like when you get it and you unwrap it.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Another thing that they're going to unveil mass launch is Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato. Do you trust Taco Bell making gelato?
No, I don't do desserts at fast food restaurants.
What? Apple pie at McDonald's?
Nope, don't do it.
It's like one of the best values you could get at McDonald's.
Is it? I don't know.
It's good too. The apple pie and the cherry pie, they're excellent at McDonald's.
Ooh, it looks like they're getting into the coffee game too. The coffee and churro chillers. Ooh, you like that because you like churros and you like coffee.
Don't. So I was bitching the other day about churros not being readily available, and thinks that Subway picked up the slack for Costco making the ill-advised decision to discontinue their churro and replace it with a huge ass chocolate chip cookie. I saw this on the menu the other day, and I was like, I'll never get that at this place. Jack in the Box has like these mini churros that have like caramel inside of them. And I was like, no, I can't trust it. I can't trust it at Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is getting a little wild, okay? Like you know what boba tea is?
Yeah, it's the stuff that those little balls are in that pop in your mouth.
Yeah.
I like that.
What is it? Pudding balls? What is it?
Tapioca balls or something, I think. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, Jack in the Box is serving boba tea, and I'm like, okay, nobody's going to Jack in the Box for boba tea. Okay, they go to the place that does the boba tea for the boba tea. They don't do the Jack in the Box.
You're making me very hungry. I've not had anything to eat yet today, and I'm telling you right now.
Well, no, looking at that Taco Bell stuff, I can see how you could get very hungry. It looks really good.
Did you see the picture of the cheesy chicken crispinata? I mean, it looks amazing. It looks like a Hot Pocket, but not like from the grocery store. Those suck. Like a real one. Like, holy cow. That looks really good. I would try that. They also have a new burrito called the Cantina Chicken Menu. That might be all right.
Did you see how some of their test market, it covered some of their test market stuff that they're doing down in Irvine? Because that's where Taco Bell's headquartered.
Yeah.
They're doing, so like if you ever want a wild Taco Bell experience, just go to a Taco Bell in Irvine. They're doing they call it the Cheez-It Crunchwrap Supreme. And what it is it's a big Cheez-It, huge, like this big.
Uh-huh. Oh, really? Okay.
So where you
like
put
the
all
big
the top,
Cheez-Its. Yeah.
Where you put all, but this is like even bigger than the big Cheez-Its that you can buy in the store.
The size of
it's a big cracker that they put the meat, the lettuce, the onions, the tomatoes, the cheese on, and then they wrap it up with the tortilla, and then they do that crunch wrap, that panini press on the crunch wrap, and it's got a Cheez-It inside of it.
Huh? That sounds.
I don't know how that'll translate.
I like Cheez-Its. I don't know if I like all that. I don't know. That might be all right.
Right. That's a lot of carbs. Like you got a big, huge ass cracker, and then a tortilla wrapped around a huge ass cracker.
Yeah, give that to your kids before they go do their sports. They'll have all the energy they need.
Carb load. You want to do some spaghetti? We got to run a marathon tomorrow. I'm good with the crunch wrap Cheez-It, the thing that they got at Taco Bell.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.